Hey guys, welcome back to Ollie Talks Airsoft. Today I'm going to be doing an update on my tracer flash can thing. So I did a bit more last night on it. So these two, if you've watched my previous video, these two are still in exactly the same state. But I did do the very easy, very simple wrapping the masking tape round the outside of this tracer unit to give it the right bulk. So that's about how much I managed to put on, and you can very easily tell with these tracers how much foam to take out, because you can basically see where you are with this and then just stack your foam to the same height, and so that's how much foam I removed, and the fitment that I'm getting on this as well, so you can see there's still a little bit of foam in there for it to sit on. So when this goes in, it sort of, there is resistance, however it won't, I can give it a little shake, so I kind of have to do that and then claw the end of it out, but that's okay. And if I do that, I've obviously made sure that I've now got enough space in the front here, which is an issue you'll see in the next part of the video. And another thing that you'll see is, I don't know if you can notice here, but the gap on this side is bigger than the gap on this side, and it actually doesn't always want to sit straight. Now, I think part of the reason for that is I've done a bit of a shitty job with my masking. So I don't know if you can see here, but look, there's some folds and stuff in it. I could have done this a lot cleaner and a lot better, and it would have got me a much more like centered fit. But to be honest, I just wanted to get it working. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to cut to the next bit of video that I filmed last night and show you guys it actually working, like the principle of it, and you know, the different stages that I went through. So let's watch that bit, and then I'll do a quick summary, and I'll let you know when I'm going to follow up with all the other bits. Okay, so this is the first test that I've done so far. As you remember, with an MP9, it's better to pull the bolt back and lock it back before you put the mag in. Then that's not going to damage it. So let's chamber it around. We're on semi. Let's see if it works. Well, the tracer's working, so that's good. Okay. Now let's see if we can do what we're all here for. Well, that was cool, either way. So, as you probably saw in that one, that was pretty unimpressive. What I've realised is, I think there were too many, I still had some foam in the back here, which was pushing this to the front, and actually I think just no light was getting out. So I've taken out a couple of those foam buffers. Let's slip this back in. And hopefully that will give a little bit of space inside here for this to actually work. So let me reset and we'll try this again. Right, so hopefully now that I've backed it up in here, it should be a bit better. We're reloaded, got my bolt to the rear. Okay, let's give this a go. Now I can see a flash going forward now, so I think this is working. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be the last test for the MP9. I'm pretty satisfied so far with how it's going. So get the better angle. So I know I said that the last one was the final test, but what I noticed in that one was that the tracer BBs were really like kind of outshining, like it was a bit much, so you couldn't really see what was going on. So I'm just going to do it again. But this time we're not using tracer BBs. So this is just regular standard BBs. So guys, as you can see, it works. I kind of thought, to be honest, the MP9 is like an overgas system, so I was expecting a bit more to come out of the front, but last night, thinking about it, I was only using a 20 round mag, so I'm going to have to do some more testing with a full like 40, I can't remember how big the mags are, but I'll test again with like the 40, 50 round mags, same setup like this, you know, trying again to make sure that it's centered, like so, before I put it in. After I think it was the first or second set of BBs that I fired, you'll notice a confused look on my face, and that's because the BBs weren't coming out in basically a perfect line, and what was happening is I was getting some baffle strikes. So it was just scraping off the inside, and so I could see the BBs, instead of just going in a perfect line, there was some were sort of veering off at different angles. So it only happened in, I think, the first or second, no, the second bit of shooting that I did. So, yeah, okay, so there's some points for everyone to, well, for me to think about there. And obviously, yeah, as soon as I get round to finalising the Dremelining of this bit, then I should be able to do my final testing on the MP7 and again on this Angry Gun can here. So, apologies that there's not going to be any further update this evening. I'm off to the pub, so that's why. But I will do some more testing, and obviously I hope to get this sorted, like, or some more updates for you throughout the week, and hopefully by the end of the week I'm going to be able to show you the full footage of like the MP9, an MWS, and an MP7, all with flames shooting out of the front, but that just don't look shit, basically. So stick around for that, and I will see you guys on the next video.